Well, when it comes to starting some professional journey, there are two ways. Somebody can start a job or somebody can pick up, start their own business. But in business also, there are two ways. One is, taking up their family business, take it forward to the next level, or start something new on their own. So just to discuss this, that how the entrepreneurial journey goes, we have a wonderful guest today with us, and she is Ekta Mahajan, founder and CEO of Dezign Furnitures. So welcome, Ekta.
Thank you so much, Ashish.
So Ekta, I would like you to tell about your career journey, how you have shifted from a corporate job and then you took up your family business and then you started your own brand. How was it and why you went through these three different shifts, why you have taken this entrepreneurial journey finally?
So damn interesting topic, Ashish.
Yeah.
And incidentally, I have been on all the three sides, three facets of the corporate world. I've been as an employee. I've worked as an employee for almost 17 years. And then I joined my family business. I've been leading it from the front for almost last 11 years now. And now I'm starting my own brand called Dezign Furniture. So yes, I have had a taste of the pros and cons of all the three. And talking about my education, I started way back in the year 2000 and in the year 1998. I did my postgrad in marketing, and that was from IIPM. Then I did a postgrad from Symbiosis Pune in HR, and my final formal education was with IIM Lucknow that I did in a senior managers program in the year 2012. And since then, I've been working.
So then you took up your family business?
So I started as a corporate employee.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been very, very, I would say, fortunate to work and associate myself and contribute with the leading MNCs. I started my journey with Mitsubishi Lancer, and then I ended it with Sodexo, which is a Fortune 500 company. And I have held some leadership roles in most of these companies. And I don't know whether is entrepreneur only a business owner, or entrepreneur can be an owner of anything and everything that is handed over to him, is what I feel. So even while I was working as a corporate employee, as a corporate executive, somewhere I felt that whatever little task was entrusted on me, from the beginning till the end, I took it very, very entrepreneurially, took 100% onus and the ownership of that task. So I've been an entrepreneur from my corporate journey itself.
Obviously, yeah. See, you don't need to do a business if you just want to be an entrepreneur, right? There are social entrepreneurs as well, and they're not into business.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
So then what it took that you decided to start the actual business journey?
So I was in Hyderabad leading the Fortune 500 group. And it so happened that my husband shifted his base in Delhi, and that's where my family business is. And since I was leading that Fortune 500 from the revenue perspective and I had grown, so it so happened that I got an invitation from my family that why not give the similar kind of journey to the existing business rather than working for somebody else.
Obviously,
and that's
if
how
you can do it for others, why not do it
why not for yourself?
Yeah.
So with that thought process, I thought, okay, fine, why not? And then I joined my family business, and it was a very, very quick decision for me to join and then identify that where exactly am I going to fit in. And I guess I did not take long to realize that I was not adding value to the existing set of products that we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent some good couple of years to probably identify which is the product wherein we can diversify, wherein I can be a fit culturally as well as a contributor. So that's how the journey began in the year 2013. And since then, there's been no looking back. And we have been growing in the retail sector. We've been working with some multiple brands. I've been doing their fixtures all this while. and we have made a name for ourselves in the manufacturing space. In the process, what happened that we were doing up our home. So, and I realized, though in the same industry, I realized that I was finding it very difficult to probably get my furniture made by a third person, the designer. And the communication had a lot of gaps. So, though the final product came out well, but still it was not 100% gratifying. It was not 100% to my expectation. That is when the concept, or that is when the seed of You Design Furniture was sown. That is when I decided that I need to have some platform wherein we can try and plug this gap. This is the need of the emerging homeowners today. And that's how You Design Furniture came into existence in the year 2021. I lost your voice. I can't hear you, Ashish.
Sorry, I can hear you now. Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine now. Yes.
Yes, perfect. So, Ekta, I just wanted to ask you one thing that, people, they have this concept in mind that if you have your family business, you get more advantages, And the journey of starting your first generation business is always struggling, because people say that, you'll not make money, but you'll make money, but you'll not enjoy the money in first generation. Rather, your next generation would, enjoy that luxury and that comfort. So, does it really happen with the family businesses, or you face some challenges also?
Very well said.
Specific difference, because see, you have run your family business also. Now you have started your own brand. But the advantage of your own brand, definitely your kids are gonna enjoy that. But did you enjoy your family business advantages?
So very well said, Ashish, and I would agree with what you're saying to a very large extent, that the first generation business end up struggling a little more in creating the brand.
Right.
Because they are starting from scratch. It's a greenfield project, and you need to start from identifying an idea, making it workable and executing it, and then probably, growing it over. And, but when you join a family business, the business is already at some level. You have already got a platform. The challenge here is, I would say that the entire journey of an individual there's an underlying premise, and that underlying premise is finding your own purpose. Okay, because whether you join a family business, right, or you take over as an entrepreneur, unless you have a purpose behind it, you cannot take that business to a next level.
Definitely.
So now coming back to the family business, when I joined family business, obviously there is a platform. I have a peace of mind. I am not very concerned कि अब मुझे महीने के आखिर में पैसा मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, पैसा होगा नहीं होगा, मेरे बच्चों की फीस जाएगी नहीं जाएगी, and stuff like that, because that is there already established. I am not making the two ends meet, right? But because the purpose is clear and I have my vision in place, there's a driving force which is going to push me to take my existing business to a next level.
So you can say, Ekta, that in family businesses, the goal in mind of any entrepreneur is to scale up, or is to diversify, to do innovations. But they don't run after revenue generation, whereas the startups or the new businesses or first generation businesses, their first priority is to generate revenue. Isn't it so?
Absolutely yes.
Right?
Absolutely yes. Because unless you have the basic income coming in, it's very, very different, very, very difficult to probably work on the diversions and innovations. First, you have to set your base. Only then can you diversify.
Obviously,
unless the basic necessities are met. That's exactly what the Maslow's law of hierarchy say.
Right.
First your basic physiological needs have to be met. Only then can you move on the higher up the ladder.
So obviously, the journey of an entrepreneur at these two levels is totally different, right?
Absolutely.
The vision is different, their challenges are different, their mindset is different.
The mindset is very, very different, because as an entrepreneur, trust me, but I guess every day is a challenge, because there are days when things are doing very well. There are days when you feel, oh my God, am I in the right product? Does my customer really need this product? Am I going to get the revenue? Stuff like that. There could be days wherein you really feel that you reach office in the morning and there's a resignation of your most crucial employee.
Yeah.
So you need to handle that because he's the guy on whom you are banking the most. A challenge which you're not thought of. I mean, I'm not saying that these challenges do not exist in the family business. These challenges do exist in the family business too. But again, in the family business, there are multiple minds and hands at work, even at the top. But as an entrepreneur, if you're starting it all by yourself, then yes, it's only your mind which is working. And we all as human, we need that sense of security. We need that support, as a moral support, which helps, which is available in family business, and you can discuss and then you can add value. But as an entrepreneur, yes, self-motivation and that drive to succeed has to be so much that any kind of a limiting belief or a limiting factors cannot pull you down.
Mm-hmm. Which journey is much easier, family business or the new venture?
It's in your mind, but none is easy, none is tough.
Okay.
Family business comes with its own challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest challenge which I would like to highlight in the family business is that, in India, in fact, most of the successful houses are family-run businesses. You talk about Tatas, Ambanis, and so on. But these are the companies which probably beyond certain time are being professionally managed.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you look at the SMEs, which from which we belong, it is actually run by the family members. Not necessarily each family member is professionally experienced. I mean, professionally qualified, I would say. And there is a generation gap, which is bound to exist. And today, after the COVID, I would say we are 10 years ahead of what we would have been had COVID not been there. So as an individual, it's extremely important for us to strike a balance between the past generation and the future advancement.
It means that it becomes difficult to take control, also take decisions when your family is controlling the entire business. Or do they treat you like, their own family member? They don't treat you as a professional. Does it really happen?
Oh yes, it does happen. A lot of times it happens.
Yeah.
Though it does subside over the period of time, but it does happen. I still remember when I joined my father, and he being a very possessive father, like all the fathers, my initial shake hand also were kind of, the eyebrows were raised. So yes, there are, because see, for them, you are still a daughter. So it takes little long for you to probably prove yourself that you are a businesswoman, and daughter obviously will exist, but you are a businesswoman and you are independently taking some decisions. So you need to prove yourself here too. It is
so
not
you are
that
presently managing both the businesses, your family business and your own new design furniture brand?
Yeah.
Or your focus, or you decided that you will be focusing only on one?
No, I'm focusing on both.
Okay.
I am responsible for driving my family business from the revenue perspective. And You Design Furniture is a new startup. And incidentally, that is also a diversification of the family business, wherein our 30 years of manufacturing experience is what we are going to leverage on. With entering into an online space through You Design Furniture. So all this while we were only operating through a brick and mortar. The clientele was more in B2B category. Whereas with You Design Furniture, we are trying to establish ourselves in the online place. The platform is such wherein it empowers the end customer to design the furniture of his choice from the comfort of his home, and highly scalable a model. And we are really looking forward to make it reach to different people across the country.
Great. So another thing which you are managing, that's your family also?
Yes,
because
absolutely.
being a woman entrepreneur, see, it's a great opportunity for me also to, have you on this discussion, because you are a woman entrepreneur. So what are the challenges which you feel as a woman has in her life when she is into business? Is there anything different, or it's just, the people have, or the society has put in the minds of people that you are a woman or you are a man? Is it really tough for women to start something new?
See, to be very honest, officially, professionally, I have not had any major challenges being a woman. But the major challenges is multitasking. I've got two boys. Okay, one is 17 and the other one is 10. I'm interested upon making their careers too. So support system is of crucial sense. I'm not a superwoman. I can't do everything by myself. I need to depend on the others to help me and support me. Right? And because of their support, I can take the charge. Which I've been doing it all this while. And I'm filled with gratitude for my family, by supporting me in this venture, in this endeavor, in this journey of almost some 25 odd years now.
And you are supporting your husband's business also, right?
Yeah, so I don't introduce myself as his wife. I say I'm your partner. Partner in crime.
Yes.
Yes, I am supporting him in a way that, I think every individual has got certain pluses and minuses. Yeah. So we have identified ours and we try to leverage on it. And as a team, we then make a 360-degree proposition to the client. So that is exactly how we are doing even in his new venture of education.
That's wonderful, Ekta. See, you have been a good employee, you have worked at top levels in corporate and you have handled your father's business. Then you are helping your husband in his business also. Now you're starting up your own new design furniture, new brand. That's fantastic. Now tell us few strategies which you think could be best for any entrepreneur to take their business to the next level, Any three strategies you can talk about. Which you have applied in your business, not which you have studied in management school.
Yeah. Management studied was a long time back, so I don't even remember most of those.
Obviously, that's why we want you to, share your experiences where which helped you to fight competition and especially to grow the revenue.
Correct. So when I started multiple businesses, my focus had been more, what is it that the customer wants from us?
Okay.
My focus had been more on his needs rather than on his wants. Because wants can be very fancy. But if I'm able to fulfill his needs, I can be in the business for long. Yeah. So my first core focus area had been on fulfilling the needs of my customer, for which I had to change a lot of times my strategies, my action plan, and the pitch.
So your first strategy would be to, create your communication around the needs of your customer.
Yes.
Okay.
Just 1 second, Ashish. Can I just 1 second?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Fine.
So the first would be to identify the needs of the customer and then move around it. Second thing is, once we have identified the need, whatever we are offering, we call it as a product or an idea, it has to be a winning idea. So when I say a winning idea, it's primarily wherein I've identified the need of the customer and I'm then giving him a product. Nobody's interested in what I'm offering. But everybody is interested in what I'm offering if his need is getting fulfilled with it.
Right.
So there's a marriage
there
there.
For him.
What's there for him? Absolutely. So there's a marriage there. And thirdly, and ever evolving strategy is the execution plan. Execution plan is not something what we write on the, along with a vision and mission. No, because it is ever evolving.
Every day it is changing.
Every day it is changing. The circumstances.
So you need to have backup plans. Yeah.
You need to have the backup plan. The marketing has to change. The processes have to change. The people have to change. The communication lines change, and so on. So the execution plan has to really change.
Mm-hmm.
Probably after every meeting with a new client, you will get some ideas, some triggers,
Right.
And that is an ever evolving strategy. And one thing which is extremely important is the self motivation. Though we say and talk about it so very often, but trust me, it is. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it is difficult, especially in a highly volatile and competitive world like we are experiencing and seeing it today. So self motivation is extremely important for us to probably go on that track.
Obviously, people, they get demotivated when they face losses. They're struggling, not growing, and they like to give up.
They like to give up. And that's the reason why I guess 90% of the entrepreneurs give up in the year one.
Mm-hmm.
Because कहीं ना कहीं पे जो उनका purpose होता है and जो उनका motivation level होता है, the purpose is not big enough to keep them motivated. So it's extremely important to identify and integrate your goal with your purpose.
What it is which can keep you motivated? Even
your purpose.
Even in
your purpose.
Your purpose. Okay.
Your purpose.
Because
purpose is very important, and it has to be a fully, clearly defined, fulfilling purpose. Unless the purpose is defined, trust me, I mean, howsoever motivated you may be, there will be a time when you will be down. You will be pulled down. But if you have a strong purpose, howsoever tough road you're tracking, you'll be able to pull up through.
Yeah, that's good. So according to you, one should focus on 3 areas. One is define his or her purpose, why you are into business, whether you are into family business, right? Or you want to start something on your purpose should be there. Correct. You should do your business for that, to fulfill that purpose. Obviously, otherwise it will become a very traditional business, and the old approach of just trading, simple trading, buying something at a lower price, selling at a higher price without any purpose. Right. The second thing which you said is identifying the need of the customer, then wants. Right. And third thing which you said is, change. Be ready for the change. Yeah. So you need to
evolving strategy.
Oh yeah. Evolving strategy, and where you have to diversify, you have to do a lot of innovations. But exactly, Ekta, this is what happens when people, they are not ready to change. Because even when we advise our clients and tell them that, okay, these are the things you need to adopt, because technology is changing, everything is changing.
Technology is changing,
and
absolutely.
in the last 2-3 years, things are changing very fast.
Absolutely, very fast pace.
Very fast.
So we have to keep up to that pace.
Yeah, exactly. And those who are not changing with the time, they are, the time is throwing them away.
Absolutely.
Out of the business.
True.
That's why many businesses have closed who were not able to diversify. And
so if we could not adapt ourselves, then obviously, we'll have to adapt ourselves to the times.
Yeah. That's right.
Failure cannot demean and demotivate you. Failure can be a stepping stone.
Yeah.
And that can be a stepping stone only if you're changing.
That's cool, Ekta. Fantastic. And thank you so much for being here on this discussion. You have really
is all mine, Ashish.
You have really
Thank
given
you so much.
Good value to the audience, and I hope they will appreciate whatever you have said, and they'll be able to decide whether they want to, take their family businesses to the next level, or they want to do something on their own. But, it should be a blend of both the things. They should not, close their family businesses. They should not discontinue what their, parents or their forefathers have been doing. Rather, if they are entrepreneurs, they should definitely put their innovations, strategies to take that business to the next level. And obviously, like you, somebody can create another parallel brand to have the flavor of entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Ashish. All the very best.
We wish you and your new brand a great success.
Thank you so very much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ekta.
Thank you. Pleasure.